Okay, so this is day 2 of our Jim Dine Heart Project. And I had planned on giving us 2 days for this, but if you're taking as much time having some fun color mixing like I am, it may take you a little longer. So my suggestion for those of you it's taking a little longer, just kind of do row and row and row at a time. Worst case, we could always trim off the bottom if we needed to, trim off the bottom 3. Or you can just take it home and finish it on your own if you would like. So just a quick recap if some of you are just joining us right now. First thing we did was divide up the paper into thirds. So we just folded this side over about halfway, did the same thing to the other side, unfolded, and then fold the whole big sheet, short end up, and then folded this one up, okay? And then you should have 12 sections here, and then you're going to be drawing a heart in every little section, okay? So this is different from this one. This one I drew all the hearts facing one direction, but they don't have to be. You could have upside down hearts if you wanted to, okay? So just want to make sure to point that out. I did outline my hearts with marker. You do not need to do that. You can do this all with colored pencils. So if you don't have a marker, don't worry about it because this is obviously done with colored pencil. So I had a lot of fun doing some color blending in most of my sections. I did have a few sections like the orange and the red that I just kept with a solid color in this heart and this heart. I did want to put one here that's black to gray to white, just to show you don't necessarily have to use all bright colors. You can use grays, browns, blacks, any of those neutrals that you want. Okay, so just a quick reminder, when you are shading, you can I usually like to kind of create like a little border really lightly, and then I'll take my color, and I'm always start off, especially if I know I'm going to be doing blending, in a kind of a medium to light pressure, okay? If I knew I was going to color this in a solid color, I would want it to be really dark and bold, so I usually start off with pressing pretty hard right away, okay? And then I'm going to go into a really light pressure right in here. Then I will do more of a medium pressure so I can layer a lot harder over here so I can layer my colors, okay? It's always easier to start off medium to light and then darken it up as you go versus the other way around. So I'm just working in that same kind of oval design, little shading I should say, pressing harder now, try my hardest, because that's the very top here, lightening up my pressure to super light. Okay, and then maybe I want to use this green right here at the bottom. Pressing really hard right now, medium pressure to light pressure, okay? And I'm going to take that green and I am going to overlap the green and the blue so I get more of a color mix. And now I'm going to press a little bit harder right now, where I'm overlapping the green with the blue, and really hard right here. So it's just fun to do the mixing. It obviously takes a lot longer than if you were to do a solid color, okay? So remember in the background, you can do a mixing of colors as well. I always like to have like a little line dividing up the space, and take your time coloring, okay? So like I said at the very start of this video, if you do not finish this, that's fine. Try to get as low as you can. And if you get to the bottom row and you're not finished, you can eventually trim it off, okay? But if you do finish it during the class period today, then you will make sure, double check, do you have your name and class code on it? Turn it in so I can just check off what you've done. And then after you've turned it in, you can work on your sketchbook. So I hope you're enjoying this. I know I had a lot of fun mixing. And you can really see, like with my colors bright next to bright, neutrals next to neutrals, complementaries like reds and greens next to each other, will really make things stand out. And you can this is really a fun way to do some color play and seeing what maybe you don't like as well and what you love together, because there's definitely areas that really stand out to me that really are my favorites, because I like the way the colors blended. So I have one more to go and I'll finish that up later, but just have fun with it. And remember, kind of do it row by row. So worst case, if we want to trim off this bottom section, you can. Okay, so talk to you soon.